Good evening, my incredible things. Welcome to the Cavern of Secrets. I hope everyone is doing good and ready for the weekend to start. Since it is Friday evening, you know what that means. Movie reviews. I heard about Skinamarink like everyone else and watched the preview, which seemed creepy enough. I've mentioned before I'm not a big fan of the found footage films, but I had high hopes regardless. The movie is about two young children living in a house where their father disappears. Strange things start to happen, toys disappearing, weird things with the TV. Eventually, the sound of a creature in the dark speaking to the children. The camera stays at the level of a child to give you that feel and perspective of a little kid. You never see their faces or even see the creature, which I thought was an interesting touch. It worked in the Blair Witch Project. The viewer never saw the witch tormenting the journalists. It actually freaked me out when I first watched it because of that reason. I didn't like that you never saw the being. It made my imagination just run wild. So I actually had nightmares from that movie. I'm not gonna lie, this movie was a hard watch to get through, and not for any reason you're thinking. It was a long, boring film. The first 45 minutes I spaced out and didn't have a clue what was going on. I looked online to see what others thought, and people said it was terrifying in the end. Which made me decide to start it all over again from the very beginning and really try to focus for the 2 hours. It was honestly torture to get through for me. I've seen movies that others found boring and actually enjoyed them. This for me was the worst film ever. I'm not gonna lie. Checking a few review sites, and most people gave the film a 1 star. It's actually what I would probably give it. The film didn't need jump scares to be good or to show the creature hunting the children within the home. What it really needed was things to happen, because honestly nothing happened for the majority of the film. There was only a handful of instances. When things did happen, it wasn't scary to me. I was expecting more. For instance, the chair on the ceiling, it just made me shrug and go, and? Because in Poltergeist, we saw all the chairs stacked on the table. That was pretty messed up and pretty creepy because the mother turns her back. Everything's normal. When she turns back around, the chairs are stacked up. So within basically seconds, that happened. The toys stuck to the wall wasn't scary either. I was hoping for so much more, like this creature taking more and more away from the children, making them feel there was no escape. And as though the walls and darkness were just closing in on them. I honestly didn't even know the front door was missing because we never saw it to begin with. And if we did, it wasn't something that you would remember. Because everything seemed the same. It was hard to tell anything apart or remember a door was in a place you last saw because of that reason. I will say the movie left me thinking about what could possibly explain what was going on. I thought that maybe something happened to the children. Maybe they died and were stuck in this sort of limbo and were finally coming to terms with their death. Hence why everything was disappearing. My other thought was that the family were ghosts and all passing on except the little boy who was having a hard time transitioning to the other side. For those of you that have seen this movie, what did you think of it? Did you find it boring, terrifying, both? What did you think was happening within the house? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end. Next week, I'll continue with vampire myths and where they originated. And I'll be talking about the real Vlad Dracula compared to Bram Stoker's Dracula. Not sure what movie I'll be reviewing, though. And I don't know if I'm going to be reviewing horror movies going forward. I do watch other movies. Recently, I just watched Ford versus Ferrari, which actually was really good. I might give you my whole breakdown of why I really liked that movie. But I don't know yet. I'll let you know Tuesday what I come up with. Take care until next time and enjoy your weekend. Bye, everyone.